everybody, it's me, Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of New York City, Season 11, Episode 13. It's not you, it's Miami. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yeah. Oh, God. We open the show with Luann working on her Christmas cabaret show. A cabaret show is one thing, but Christmas and cabaret? How fabulous is that? Not as fabulous as you think. Okay, Sonia is so jealous of this cabaret thing. She shows up unannounced to surprise Lou. Yeah, that's not really what this is about. This is more about like her wanting another part in it or to somehow be a part of this cabaret. So she goes, I just thought that Luann would get bored with just seeing the same crew all the time and want to see a girlfriend's face. While Luann is running through her show, she's sitting at the table with everybody else, cracking jokes, and you know these guys can barely tolerate her. Oh, God. It's bad. Sonia will not shut up. She's being super obnoxious. She's interrupting everything. She's interrupting the flow of the rehearsal. I think she's on something, you guys, and I'm scared for her. Oh, okay. So Luann is going to make a big Giovanni joke at Dorinda's expense and present her with an award. Sonia's like, I do not think you should go there. But she is. I can do whatever I want. It's my show. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. She's going to do that at the show where all the ladies are going to see her. Guys, I think I could only see that show once. If I were her friend, I don't think I could keep going multiple times to see it. Like Bethany says, it's okay. Not everybody has to love cabaret. Now we see some snapshots of New York City at Christmas time, which is just so beautiful and magical. And we see Dorinda walking into this building, and she's got a red sparkly dress on and a white fur. And she has been asked to light the tree. I don't even know where it was, because she said tree lighting ceremony is a big deal in New York City, like, in Rockefeller Center, but this is a smaller version of that, and it's invite only, and it's more tasteful affair, I guess. And they have asked her to light the tree, I guess. Her daughter Hannah is there, and Sonia's there, Tinsley's there, John. Sonia goes, "Hi, John, you're looking hot." Okay. Moving on. Sonia begins to tell Dorinda about Luann's rehearsal and the little surprise that's going to happen during her cabaret show where she gives Dorinda that Giovanni award. Well, all right. So Dorinda said, I don't want her talking about me in her show. I don't care. If it's nice, if it's nasty, whatever. I don't want to be talked about in her show. And I'll get a lawyer if I have to. So then Dorinda said to Tinsley, tell her what you told me about what Luann said. So Tinsley said, well, okay, when we were all together at Barbara's house or something to do with Barbara, I don't know. Luann told them all that Sonia showed up at her rehearsal and that she was acting manic and she thought she might be on something. Fair question. I had the same thought. Sonia's like, she does that all the time. She makes comments about other people, which she shouldn't say something to you that like I'm acting manic. She's a little manic right now. Not like she was when she showed up at that rehearsal, but she's kind of taking it in stride a little bit. In her confessional, Sonia's like, oh, please, this is rich. You go to a few AA meetings and now she thinks I'm on pills? Come on. Doesn't make you an expert in substance abuse. Stay in your lane, Luann. I mean, that kind of is her lane. At the very least, it's the next lane over. Okay, I get that there's a lot of people there, but now Jill Zarin walks up and she's about this close to Dorinda when Dorinda goes, "There she is, Jill!" Jill's like, "Oh, what an honor! What an honor! You're gonna get a tree like this for your house in the Berkshires?" "Oh, well, okay, now Luanna's here, and oh, good! Barbara made it." I was beginning to worry that we might actually film a scene without Barbara in it. Dorinda just comes right out and tells Luann, "I don't want my name in your show. I don't want to be part of your show." "Oh, but I bring you up in a very nice way." And she's like, "Oh yeah, like last time I'm in the back room cutting up Giovanni." "Well, that was funny." And she's like, "No, it wasn't. Do you forget who brought you there in the first place?" And she's like, "No, I don't forget that. But come on, are you still stuck on that?" "I'm not, but I'm just saying I don't want to be in your show anymore." So she goes, "Life's a cabaret. Get used to it." Okay, so she lights the tree and she's like, "Count down with me. 3, 2, 1. We made it nice." And then they all take a picture together. And Sonia goes, "Luann, get in here for the picture." And as they're like have their heads together, she goes, "Bitch, I heard you called me manic. I'm gonna manic your face off." Luann is probably really happy she came. Not only did Sonia report back what she's gonna do in her show about Dorinda, but Tinsley reported back what she said about Sonia. So yeah, all her words are coming back to haunt her. Sonia goes, "First of all, it's not pills." And Luann goes, "Well, what is it then?" And she goes, "It's happy." Luann, "Happy pills." Sonia. Then in the confessional, Luann said, "Of course she's taking something. Who's not taking something?" Yes, and therein lies the problem, I'm afraid. Right? The Vanderpump kids are all taking something. You ladies are all taking something. We are a self-medicating society. Okay, now we're shopping with Bethany, Sonia, and Dorinda. And this thing where Luann was talking about Sonia being manic, that was not at Barbara's house. They keep calling it a clay thing. So it looked like maybe Barbara had arranged for them to have like a pottery class together or something like that. And Bethany was there and she came late and she's starting to now tell Sonia what it was like. So whatever this clay pottery party was, Bethany said she got there 15 minutes late. And she says to Barbara, "I'm sorry I'm late." And Barbara goes, "Nobody's here yet. It's just me." And all the others came like an hour or so later. Bethany's retelling the story. Now, Sonia was there too, but Sonia must have left before the conversation turned to her, right? But Bethany was also already gone because pretty soon after they got there, Bethany said she had to go back home because they're decorating the tree and she left Bryn and so she was heading out. And I don't know if Luann had said something to her again, like, "Oh, you're leaving already." And she goes, "I've been here for an hour." She said, "I feel like Luann is constantly judging my parenting style," or something like that. "I mean, you guys came over an hour late." She goes, whatever. I'm not judging. It wasn't my party. I'm just saying I had to leave." Anyway, they're all pretty much ragging on Luann because then Dorinda said, "I told her not to talk about me in her cabaret show." And she said, "I'll say whatever I damn well please. So if I have to get my lawyer involved, I'll take care of it." And Sonia said, "Yeah, and she's telling me I'm on pills? This is how I always am." True, she is kind of always like that, but this was a little extra, even for Sonia. Okay, everyone is packing for Miami, and Luann is calling her probation officer to remind her that she's going on the trip and that if she shows up unexpectedly to check on her, that she's in Miami. All right, so everyone arrives in Miami. Bethany is coming later that night after a speaking engagement, but everybody else is there. I thought that Dorinda said she was coming Sunday afternoon, but everybody came at the same time. So I don't know, I guess everybody was coming on Sunday. The place they're staying at is called Villa Vendôme, and it is ultra modern and sleek and chic and like white on white on white and chrome. It's very sterile looking, but it's super cool. The kitchen area, like, it looks like an art gallery almost. I do like it, but I also like cozy and cushy, but I like this too. In Ramona's confessional, she's talking about how great the house is. When I saw the pictures of this house, I thought it was stunning, but it is nothing compared to what it's like in person. I can't even compare it to the house in Cartagena. In fact, I don't even want to. Okay, two things. One, we get the flashback to when she was stuck in the elevator in the house in Cartagena, which was funny. But two, do you think it has anything to do with the fact that you picked this house, Ramona, and Tinsley picked the place in Cartagena? Right? I mean, would you have liked it as much if it was picked by somebody else? Probably not. Okay, so when they walked in, they had the welcome drinks for everybody, and Sonia began to partake immediately. And she mentions this, and that is going to come into play later, as we saw from previews. So I'm bracing myself for that. Tinsley's standing with Sonia and Barbara, and she said, you know, I ran into Harry Dubin again, and he and Ramona were smooching. They were Frenching. Sonia goes, oh my God, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Okay, it's room assignment time. The master bedroom is exquisite, and the master bath, oh my God. I think I'm going to hang out just in the bathroom right now. I mean, am I right? Gorgeous. All right. So Ramona likes to think that she's reformed, so she doesn't want to just go for the master, but she's like, but I hope I get that bedroom. There's 7 bedrooms, and are there 7 of them? Probably with Barbara there are 7, but I don't think anybody has to double up. But because Ramona wants that master so much, she and Sonia are gonna share it. Because all the other bedrooms were pretty comparable to each other, but nothing was like that master. Okay, so everybody is settled in their rooms. There is an extra bedroom now, so when Bethany gets there, she has 2 rooms she can pick from. And Sonia is well on her way to getting drunk, and Luann has gone to take a swim. Side note, could I have Luann's body just for like a day? I just want to walk around in that body for a day. Okay? Oh my God. In Ramona's room, she, of course, has one of the staff helping her unpack. But not only that, that poor guy has to stand there while she tells a story about every piece of clothing. Isn't this pretty? And he's like, it's beautiful. Oh, you better tip him. Oh God, now Sonia is making this poor guy help her unpack. I don't think I've ever seen her do that before. That's a Ramona thing. She goes, okay, Raj. And he's like, Tej. And she goes, all right, Taj, here's what we're going to do. Oh my God. Let's start with shoes. This isn't good. She needs to stop drinking right now. And even then, it might be too late. She's going nuts. He's helping her unpack everything. And she's like, oh, here's my underwear. What's that doing with the shoes? Let's just keep it over here. And she flings it at a shelf. I mean, it's bad, guys. It is bad. Now Ramona is looking like the reasonable one. She comes in and she's like, oh yeah, Taj is blah, blah, blah. And she goes, it's Tej. No, it's not. It's Taj. And of course, the guy's like, it's Tej, like age or rage. Which I am feeling right now, ma'am. Oh my God, you guys, this is going to be a rough night. Now we're downstairs and Dorinda is making a cocktail for herself while the guy just stands there because she's like, all right, let's just do like a little bit of a heavier pour than you did. And we'll add some lemons. They're limes. And here we go. Are you bracing yourselves? Because I am. Back upstairs in the bedroom, Sonia has her hands on Tage's shoulders now. And she's like, Taj. And he goes, it's Tage. Tej. Sonia. Like, what? Like, he can't pronounce his own name? Is that what is exasperating to you, Sonia? Oh, yeah. She's like, honey, you're killing me. He finally says, okay, you can call me Taj. I love these women. I really, really do. And I get a kick out of them when they behave badly. I get a kick out of them when they're mean to each other. None of that matters to me, but I do have a hard time tolerating it when they are treating staff or, a waiter or something like that poorly. I don't know, man, that just gets to me. Okay, so now Bethany arrives. And she sees Barbara first. They hug, and Barbara's like, oh my God, I'm glad you're here. And she's like, why? What's it? And she goes, Sonia is... And Bethany goes, she's blackout drunk. And she goes, can I tell you something that's interesting? And I'm thinking she's going to say something about Sonia's drinking. No. Can I tell you something that's interesting? I've been in 3 states today, and I smell like a garbage can. Okay. What is that supposed to mean? Go take a shower then. Get ready for dinner. They're all weird. Okay, so now Barbara takes Bethany upstairs and you can hear Sonia yelling about something. And she's like, wait, let's go in here. And Bethany's like, I'm not sure I want to enter into this yet. And so they kind of poke their head in and they're all in the bathroom. Well, Sonia, Tinsley, Dorinda, and Ramona. Sonia's in the bathtub. I mean, fully dressed, but she's standing in the bathtub complaining about Ramona making out with Harry Dubin. To the confessional, Bethany goes, I'm not surprised that Sonia is already at an 11. What I'm surprised at is that yet another woman would make out with Harry Dubin. Yes. I totally agree with that. Why would anyone? All right, so now the ladies are downstairs getting ready to eat, and Sonia is hugging the staff, and I love it here, and she hugs Tinsley. Her dress is coming open, and then she goes and sits down, and she's like, where is Bethany, the princess? Where's she? Ramona's like, she's upstairs getting ready. She'll be down in a minute, Sonia. All right, so I'm confused about something. The cabaret show isn't going to happen in Miami, is it? They're sitting at the table and Luann said, Dorinda, are you bringing anyone tomorrow? Because I'm bringing some guys. One is hotter than the next. What does she mean? And she's like, I figured that we're all single here. And let's bring some guys and have some fun. I think we're ready to mingle. Well, that just gets Sonia riled up for the fact that she's still angry that Ramona is making out with Harry Dubin when that's her friend and she was with him first. And also Tom was with Sonia before he married Luann for a hot second. So she's a little annoyed with them. And she's like, are you going to throw a guy my way? Because you guys have been with my guys. Anyway, Luann's getting really mad because she's bringing up Tom, which is taboo. And Ramona's like, I'm not going to send a guy your way that I've been with. That's not right. Okay. You'll just be with her sloppy seconds. They're all nuts. So Dorinda is feeling sorry for Sonia because she understands that she always makes it seem like it's no big deal that these women have been with her exes. But when she's drinking, the truth comes out. And, Dorinda never shies away from making a dig at Luann anyway. So now she's kind of defending Sonia and she's going after Luann. And Luann goes, what do you know about it, Dorinda? And Dorinda's like, I know, because I would never want you to date somebody I was dating. pretty sure you're not going to have to worry about that. Maybe that's why she's with John, so that she doesn't ever have to worry about some other woman wanting him. Sonia now just really goes off on Luann, and Luann's like, I'm not going to take this anymore, and she gets up and leaves and goes to her room. Now that she's sober, she can see how crazy everybody looks when they're drunk. Now Bethany finally comes downstairs and she's like, sorry I'm late. And she just had her hair and makeup done, and her dress, you guys, I love her dress. And Bethany's like, what's going on here? Where's Lynn? And Dorinda goes, I don't think we can even catch you up on everything. So she's like, oh, okay. To the confessional, she's like, it's like 0:30. I'm like, okay, I see. All right, what's going on? I see a drunk Sonia. Yeah, got it. Familiar with that. Looks like a drunk Dorinda. Been there before. Got it. I'm familiar with this situation. I'm not exactly sure who we're talking about. Luann. Okay, got it. Caught up. Okay, this I did not see coming. Right away, Barbara's kind of filling her in, and she's like, Luann left because she was hurt. Bethany kind of goes off on Barbara a little bit, and she goes, okay, I know you are like her cabaret cheerleader here, but you need to take off your construction goggles for a minute because I don't know what's going on with her. And Sonia's like, it's entitlement. And she's like, but you know what? I'm going to go talk to her right now because I'm not going to say this behind her back. And Bethany gets up and goes to find Luann. Oh my God. She goes and knocks on her door and she's like, okay, I'm here to talk. I'm not here to listen. And Luann's like, oh, all right. And she goes, I'm not here to attack you. Well, why not? Everybody else is. And she goes, well, you know what? You deserve to be attacked. Okay. Well, come on in. Basically, Bethany's telling her that she's too full of herself and entitled. And of course, Luann doesn't agree with that. And Bethany tells her that Sonia was right. And she goes, about what? And she goes, you shouldn't have said behind her back that she seemed like she was on pills. That's something you should talk to her about directly. She goes, well, I wanted to, but she's in no condition right now. So now we cut back to downstairs. Here's Sonia. Dorinda. And Dorinda, really all the ladies are kind of just ignoring her now. They're trying to talk amongst themselves and like ignore all the sounds and thoughts and words that are coming out of her mouth. Bethany goes back downstairs now. Sonia is like asleep at the table. And Ramona wants to go out. She's like, yeah, she blew her wad too early. I mean, I'm ready to go out. I want to have fun tonight in Miami. And she's trying to get Tinsley to go out with her. And Tinsley's like, what? Where do you want to go? She's like, come on, it'll be fun. And they asked Dorinda, and Dorinda's like, no, I don't want to go out. And then somebody said, well, Barbara, what about Barbara? And it just gets super awkward because Ramona's like, And Barbara goes, she doesn't want me to come. That's fine. She doesn't want me there. And they're like, wait, what? Bethany's like, it was just so bad. Barbara's like, it's fine. I mean, you can say it. And nobody's saying anything. And then finally, Ramona goes, well, Tinsley and I just want to, we have some things to catch up on. We just want the two of us to go. Oh, God. Tinsley does not want to just go out with you, Ramona. So now Ramona and Tinsley go to the rooms. I think they're going to change outfits before they go out. And Bethany is trying to get Sonia to go to bed. And she's like, go to bed now. And Sonia is whatever. She's so wasted. Sonia's like, I'm going to knock you out. And Bethany's like, go ahead, give me your best shot. And she gets up and falls down. That's when I thought she hit her face. Now, it didn't look like she hit her face, but she went down, plates and silverware going down with her, and it is a to be continued. Yeah. That's where we end. Next week, it looks like ambulance was called, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. And I will be back next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of The Real Housewives of New York City. I hope I see you there. Bye.